have to tell me personally today what I've said in this Osetigo. Waiting set inside this Osetigo.
Well, Osetigo, you know, like I told you, the advice for living my life was what metamorphosed to Osetigo.
Yeah.
It was my advice to the people from, especially, you know, when I'm singing music, I always think about home. I always think about what is happening in my society, in my community, in my with my people. And, you know, I keep advocating that no matter where you are, if you don't fight to get the freedom from where you're coming from, you are not going to get a freedom from where you are. Definitely, your home must be good for the people that are seeing you outside to appreciate you.
Yeah.
You get the point? So when I dropped living my life, it was an advice to the people, telling them to calm down, to do things right. You get the point? Unfortunately, people don't want to understand what I'm advocating for, what I'm talking about. Not only me, so many musicians who are sensible enough are advocating for this kind of ideology, sending music across to the people, because musicians advocate from what they see. It is spiritual. Unfortunately, they didn't want to hear that till when the system started changing, problems started coming up. All of a sudden, pandemic, COVID-19 just came up. All of a sudden, COVID-19 just came up. Nobody knows that in this world, they can lock down every city, everywhere for complete 1 year. Nobody, if they tell you that they're going to lock down everywhere, that no movement, you will not believe it.
Yeah.
But it happened. And so many people, today I was hearing a DJ on T performing Majek Fachek of the blessed memory. If you listen to what Majek Fachek is singing, he sang this song about 4 or 5 years ago or 7 years ago, prophesizing on what is going to be happening. And that thing is happening now.
Yeah.
In our own country particularly. You get a point. So this is exactly what I was prophesizing then. That you people don't understand what one is facing. You don't understand the problem. You don't understand what is going on. You have to leave me alone to live my life. You have to understand that I'm working very hard to be able to put food on my table, this and that. You get the point? That if I give you anything, you have to appreciate it. You have to be happy with who you are. You have to fight for who you are. You have to work as a human being. You have to wake up in the morning, go to work. You have to energize yourself. You have to help yourself. I was singing it on my music. They didn't want to understand it. Till when the political system changed, everything became helter-skelter. People started complaining seriously. Before you know it, there was a lot of people who were advocating for freedom of fighting for freedom of whatever, you know, political fight struggle. You get the point? So many things was happening. Then before you know it, on social media, we started killing each other. There are so many people. You go to social media, you see people killing their husband in social media. You see girls and boys killing each other. You see so many things happening. Then I sat back, I said, yeah, it's also to go now. You don't say. That's why I talk for a little bit of my life, don't say. Then I went back to the studio. I went back to the studio to put on the song because I said they've sold their song for $10. They went to social media, lo. They said, "Na me be them problem." Oh. They went to destroy their papa, their mama. They sold their song for $10. Then I now come to ask the people, which kind of human right is this? Which kind of human right be that? Then you go to walk up from Yaba to Ojuela, but they look for fake news where you go talk on social media. You know, walk up from Ojuela to Munchi, from Munchi to Ojalaba, they look for fake news where you go broadcast on social media. So which kind of human right be this? Hunger day, poverty day. You get the point. So many things, you know, that is happening in the society that I just felt I should speak out. And that particular Osetigo also attached to the problem I was facing that prompted me to do living my life, which was a personal issue in terms of my own personal life, my family, my problem, my marriage and stuff like that. What I went through in a struggle where I wholeheartedly, emotionally tried to build someone, and that particular person was thinking that in this part of the world where we're living, there's a place where we pluck money, there's a place where we carry money, that we just wake up in the morning and go to the tree and pluck money, or we cut a white man's head. We go and cut white man's head and carry his head and bring back to them in Africa. The marriage I went into, I'm sorry to say, they have to be blunt now. I went into a very wrong marriage where I went into a family that did not understand that life has a process, that life goes with process. They think that life is just simple, that when you come, as soon as you're coming from Europe, if you come to marry their daughter, that life is better for them, that you are going to build upstairs for them, you are going to buy cars for them, you are going to make life easy for everything is going to be easy because you are living in a white man law. They don't know that you wake up early in the morning, 4:30 in minus 30 degrees to go and work for 50 euros a day. And at the end of the month, they're going to pay you the money, and you're going to pay your bills, and you're going to pay a lot of protocols. At the end of the day, you want to save to feed them, and they don't want to appreciate it. So even when you're dealing with foods, the only thing you got to tell them is just keep quiet and leave them, because that's what they call a karma. That's what they call the law of karma. It works, and people don't know that it works. So I'm not trying to discuss my personal family in the social media, but I'm trying to discuss the music that have to do with Osetigo, from living my life to Osetigo, and from Osetigo to Jarrett.
Exactly. And that's why we're here. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you're just joining us, you're welcome to ADJ's Dirty December. We'll be rocking you guys till New Year. Today, we have a special guest, the one and only Sir C.K. Wooden. Exactly, popularly known as Mr. Wooden Leg. Today we're premiering his brand new single titled Gyrate. But before we get there, it ain't done set. He just said it don't set.
Well, I don't say it now. I don't say it. They don't do. Nobody send anybody now.
So ladies and gentlemen, sit tight and listen to what have set in Osetigo. From C.K. Wooden, Osetigo. Let's go.
I'm in come with this one now. Martin. Political. Osetigo. Osetiana. Osetigo. Osetiana. Osetigo. No. Osetiana. They went to social media. They say now me be them problem. They went to destroy the papa, them mama. They sold their soul for $10. Now which can who am I right this so? Now which can am I right this so? Hey, carry forward. Now which can who am I right this so? Now which can am I right this so? Hey, carry forward. They walk up from Yabado to Eleba.